kind of its own at times, so I might have to change it up again with the sequential gearbox just here. But we'll try and use techniques to stop it doing that.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So we've got 4 laps round. Get your foot on the brake, put that into the middle position. Fantastic. Pull the right paddle towards you. So the paddles are just there, so it's best to keep your hands like that all the way around, yeah? So when you take your foot off the brake, it's not going to roll forward like an automatic. We need to put a bit of power on it. Okay, so if you ease a little bit of power on for me. Very sensitive, so we're going to take it round to our cameraman there. Then nice and steady through. You can obviously cross your hands and get the wheel round while we're in the pit lane. When we're out and about, try and keep it next to those paddles, because that way you can shift a lot easier. You want to roll your window down for me? Not working. There you go, smile for the camera. Fantastic. Ease the power on, let's get on that track. Fantastic, more on the power for me. And up a gear for me. Fantastic. If you want to cross the white line for me now. More power. And up a gear. So we're going to stay on the left-hand lane most of the time, okay? And up a gear for me. Take it easy at first just so you can get used to the car. There's a fast car coming, so just stay in this lane for me. Fantastic. Brilliant, so keep it going, let's keep it going. Do you want to wind your window up a bit? It's getting very loud. So on those brakes now for me nice and hard. Down 1 gear, off the brakes again. Nice and tight in towards the apex, so if we're not on the brakes, we're on the accelerator. So add that power on. Add the power out towards there, more power for me. More power, more power. Up a gear, right hand side. More power, up a gear. Fantastic, left hand side. On those brakes now for me. Fantastic, down 1 gear. Down another gear, stay all the way left. Stay left, stay left, stay left. Off those brakes. Now ease the power on into the middle lane. Fantastic. More power on into the inside lane. Ease it out towards the green. More power. Go towards the right hand side, up a gear. All the way on the right hand side for me. Fantastic, up a gear. On those brakes now for me. Off the brakes again. Nice and tight at the apex. Very slowly add that power back on for me. Fantastic. And back up to the left hand side. More power. Fantastic. On those brakes now for me. Down 1 gear. Harder on those brakes. More brakes. Off the brakes now. Nice and tight at the apex. Keep the speed right down through the safety area, middle lane for me. So off the speed for me. On the brakes a bit more. Camera lady's through there. She loves it when you smile and wave at her. So we'll take it nice and easy through here. Fantastic. So what it's going to try and do is kick us down a gear when we go on. So ease the power a bit more. Inside lane. More power. More power. Left hand lane. Left hand lane. More power. More power. There we go. We stop the kickback. Up a gear for me. Fantastic. On those brakes now for me. Nice and hard. More brakes. Down a gear. Down another gear. Off those brakes now. Nice and tight into our apex. Add the power on for me. We're going to go on the right hand side. More power. More power. All the power on. Up a gear for me. More over the right hand side. Up a gear. Left hand side now. On those brakes for me nice and hard. More brakes. Down a gear. Down another gear. Fantastic. Off those brakes now. Stay left for me. Stay left. Stay left. Stay left. Into the middle now. Ease that power on for me. Fantastic. More power. Over into the middle. More power. Even more. Over towards the left hand side. Up a gear for me. Right hand side again. A nice curve. And that up a gear on the brakes. Off the brakes again. Nice and tight towards the apex. Fantastic. Add that power now for me. Otherwise it's going to want to kick down again. We don't want that. On those brakes for me nice and hard. Down 1 gear. Off those brakes now for me. Nice and tight towards the apex. Middle lane again. Keep speed down. So a little less than this. Perfect. About this all the way through. So you can keep on the power. Just nice and steady through. Fantastic. So ease that power a bit more for me now. More power, more power, more power. Left hand side, more power. More power, all the power. Fantastic. We stopped it again. Keep going. Up a gear for me. Fantastic. Brilliant. On those brakes now for me. Nice and hard. Down a gear. Stay on those brakes. slow, yeah, more power on for me. More power, more power, more power. We're going to stay on the right hand side this time. More power, more power, more power. Up again for me. Left hand side now. Up again. Fantastic. On those brakes now for me, down a gear. Down another gear. Down another gear. Off those brakes, nice and tight to the apex. Well done. More power on. Fantastic. Up a gear. Right hand side. Want to stay away from the sound meter. Up a gear. Left hand side. On those brakes now for me, nice and hard. More brakes. Down a gear. Stay on those brakes. Down another gear. Fantastic. Off brakes now. Into middle lane. Starting some power on for me. Very long corner, isn't it? More power into the inside lane. Fantastic. More power to the outside. More power. Up a gear. Right hand side. Up another gear for me. On those brakes now for me, nice and hard. Off the brakes again, nice and tight into the apex. Perfect, well done. Ease the power now towards the exit cone. More power. We need to stop back and hit back. More power. Fantastic. Left hand side again. More power. On those brakes now for me, nice and hard. Down one gear. Off the brakes, nice and tight to the apex, and then drift out towards the green cone and stay in the left lane. So right off the power now for me, slow right down to the safety area. I want to stay all the way left. Fantastically done. That was marvellous. Words cannot describe how smooth that was. That is the key to it all. The fact that you got 100 and something doesn't matter. Smoothness is the key. So take it over to where we started, just to the left hand side of these Lamborghinis. And we're going to go to the right hand side of the DBS over there. Fantastic. Well done. Well done. Just watch his open door, give him plenty of space. Fantastic. You're going to stop, pull that towards you into neutral. Yeah, take your foot off the brake. Brake on. There we go. You can turn the engine off now.
Oh man, that is an awesome car.